Today, I will be reviewing a 2018 horror film called The Possession of Hannah Grace. Spoiler ahead. Enjoy. At the beginning of the film, two priests are shown. They were performing an exorcism ritual on a girl named Hannah Grace. That girl was 15 years old. Actually, a dangerous and strong demon had possessed that girl. But that demon would not free her, despite performing an exorcism ritual many times. She kills a priest during an exorcism by lifting him in the air and throwing him on a dummy. When she lifts another priest in the air to kill him, Hannah's father observes that there are no chances of her safety. So he chokes Hannah to save the priest while pressing a pillow on her. Then a fly sits on the dead body of Hannah. Then her hand moves for a second. Later, she is again seen dead. After this, a scene is shown after 3 months, in which a girl named Megan is shown, who is the leading character of the movie. And Megan was an ex-police officer. When she was a police officer, a criminal killed her partner in front of her eyes, but she could not defend him. So she suffered from depression for this, and she began to take the pills and alcoholic drinks from that time on. So she had to resign from her police job. Then she meets one of her friends who was a police officer. Her rapport is also spoiled with him. With the passage of time, she had quit taking pills and alcoholic drinks with the assistance of her friend. But Megan was still habitual about taking the pills for depression sometimes. But she was controlling herself in some way. In the next scene, Megan visits a hospital. There was also her friend there who used to serve as a nurse there, and she had also found a job for Megan in the same hospital. Megan knows, going there, that her job is in the funeral room at night. Megan had to take photographs of dead bodies and scan their fingerprints. Megan had been a police officer now. She was mentally active, so she accepted that job. On the very first day, Megan comes for her job and Megan befriends a security guard there. He was very jolly, so Megan's first night duty is passed pleasantly. The next day, another security guard reaches there, holding Hannah Grace's dead body. She informs me that I discovered this dead body on an abandoned road, where a man was trying to burn this dead body after dismembering it. Later, Megan takes Hannah's dead body into the funeral room, and she starts taking her picture and scanning her fingerprints. Suddenly, Megan's computer creates a problem. She becomes unable to get the data about Hannah's dead body. Megan tries to keep Hannah's dead body in the mortuary after sealing. Whenever she tries to keep it inside, some movement is started there. All of the test tubes that had been kept fell to the floor. Then Megan tries to keep them one by one. Meanwhile, her hand is injured. Then she bandages her hand. Somehow, Megan preserves Hannah's dead body in the mortuary, but Hannah's blood drop falls on Megan's body before locking the mortuary. Afterward, it was opened again and again despite being locked by Megan. So Megan feels something wrong here. Hannah's dead body does not seem right to her. So she searches on her computer for Hannah, where she comes to know that Hannah was just 15 years old. Her eyes' color was brown, but Hannah's eyes are blue when she checks the color of her eyes. She is still checking it out. Then some unknown person intrudes on the morgue, and he attempts to steal the dead body of Hannah while frightening Megan. But Megan calls the security guard in some way. Then security guards catch that person. But that man was delivering a single message to that security before going. She is not dead. Then Megan again goes to close the mortuary of Hannah, but she notices the changed body position of Hannah at this time. Seeing it, Megan is very scared. But her friend calms her down, saying, "You may have suffered from depression again, and it is your first experience in a morgue. So much is happening to you because of this." The next day, Megan's friend, a police officer, comes to meet him, because he had known about that assault faced by Megan. Then the security guard, who was a friend of Megan, guarded the morgue. Now he was alone there. Megan and her companion depart from there. Then Hannah's dead body is revived, now that the security guard is scared enough observing it. Then Hannah's dead body kills the security guard, dragging him into the mortuary. When Megan comes back after meeting her partner, then she observes that the security guard is not there. Then Megan begins to check the dead body of Hannah. She observes there that Hannah's body parts are restoring themselves. And it is incredible that it happened. After this, she immediately checks the CCTV recording, where Hannah's dead body appears to her while moving here and there. Seeing it, Megan is very scared, and she reveals all the details to her female friend, who is going there. But her female friend still does not believe her story, and she walks away from there. When Megan's friend is passing the stairs, then blood drops begin to fall on her hand, and she glimpses someone on the stairs. She goes to check him out, considering him a security guard. She gets the dead body of the securing guard and moves upstairs. She also notices Hannah there. Seeing her, she is very frightened, and she moves upstairs while running from there. Then Hannah also reaches the spot while chasing, and she kills her brutally, lifting her in the air and crushing her bones. When Megan is performing her duty, the guard brings another dead body there. When that guard asks Megan about the dead body of Hannah, then Megan reveals the whole story to him. Knowing it, that guard leaves after consoling her. Now Megan receives a call from her same friend, a police officer, because Megan had asked him to check the fingerprints of Hannah. Then he tells Megan that Hannah Grace's death occurred before 3 months. Hearing it, Megan is left astonished. She thinks if Hannah died before 3 months, how could Hannah's dead body survive outside without rotting? And when Megan is engaged on a call, Hannah enters the elevator while crawling. Now Hannah is moving down the elevator. What is going on there? On the other hand, that security guard is going in the car. At the same time, someone is crushed under his car. When he goes outside to check, Hannah comes after him. Then Hannah kills him, pressing between 2 ambulances. Contrarily, Megan watches Hannah in the CCTV recording. Then she knows everything that Hannah has moved downstairs. And what is she going to do? When she comes to rescue that guard there, she finds that security guard dead there. When Megan is observing him there, then her friend again calls her. He tells us that a known person who had entered the morgue has escaped from the custody of the police. Before that, Megan was able to say something, that a stranger came there, and he points a gun at Megan. That stranger was no one else but Hannah's father, who wanted to burn Hannah's dead body to protect it from everyone. Hannah's father tells the whole face to Megan here while crying. The demon that has possessed Hannah's body will not leave her despite her death. He tells me I tried my best to end the death of her dead body after she died. But that demon used to kill someone every time. He also tells us that Hannah is restoring her body after killing others. Then she goes to sleep for some time. At this time, Megan believes him. Then they both decide to burn the dead body of Hannah together. When they take her for a burning purpose, Hannah gets up after Megan, and she attacks Megan. Then Hannah's father interferes to rescue Megan, but she throws her father into the fire. When Megan is running to rescue her from a demon, suddenly she stumbles at a point. Then Hannah sits beside her, coming there. After this, Megan's friend also approached her there, because Megan was not picking calls for a long time. Then he finds Megan's cell phone has fallen on the floor, and he also finds the dead body of that guard. Afterward, he goes to the morgue from there. Going there, he calls Megan. Hearing his voice, Hannah locks Megan into the mortuary. Megan is very afraid when she wakes up there. Megan's friend meets a security guard outside, who was searching for his friend. When they are both conversing, Megan falls from the mortuary all of a sudden. When they both move closer to her, then Megan says to them, "Leave this place soon." When they are escaping from there, Hannah appears there. They move to the elevator to escape, but Hannah catches guard among them, and then she kills him. When Megan's friend points her gun at her, she kills her, but Hannah lifts him with her demonic power. Seeing it, Megan is panicked, but she encourages herself all of a sudden, and she was moving near Hannah, taking the gun from her friend and shooting. Then she falls down Hannah, firing a gun and wounding her. Consequently, Megan's friend is secured. Then she asks her friend to leave, and she was left to burn Hannah's dead body after talking about it. Hannah was also dragging her into the fire when she was burning her, but Megan burns her wholly, pushing her into fire completely. The police then protect Megan, who arrives. Afterward, Megan is again shown, who has stopped taking pills and alcoholic drinks at all, and she is perfectly healed. Then a fly sits on Megan's hand, coming there. And it was the same flight that had sat on Hannah's dead body. But Megan ends it by saying, "I have turned stronger now, so no one can harm me at all." The movie completes this scene. Thanks for watching.